Next up, we go number 2, the running finals for the boys' one.
Event 2 at the 2021 Division III Track and Field State Championships at Worthington North will be the boys 4x800 meter relay. We just watched an incredible race in the girls, and now we're getting ready to watch the same with the boys.
We'll take a look at our teams that are running the boys 4x8. Jennifer, you've got Canton Central Catholic, you've got Bluffton, Grandview Heights, Bodkins, Patrick Henry, Fort Loramie, Dalton, Minster, East Canton, Cedarville, Mount Gilead, Columbus Grove, Springfield Emmanuel Christian Academy, Ashland Crestview, McDonald, East Knox, Fredericktown, and rounding out the lineup, Tenora.
Yeah, top times in this, Cedarville and Ashland Crestview, a virtual lock there, 8:04. And then you have Bluffton with an 8:05. Those are your top 3 teams in this.
And you know, guys, I look at these competitors, and if anybody says that you can't do multiple sports, I look at someone like the Bodkins team with Carter Plyman, who was an integral part of the state championship boys basketball team, and here he is running for his school for a state championship in the 4x8. So, you know, it all goes hand in hand with athletics. You know, if you want to be noticed, get out here on the track. And of course, I promote track and field a lot, but you know, if you want to be noticed by college coaches and things like that, this is a great sport to get noticed.
Well, other coaches, they like fast players as well. So if you go out and compete in track, get yourself faster for other sports. I always like kids that are competing, always.
Well, I remember in 2015, I was sitting in the Jesse O, and the guy beside me was none other than Charlie Strong, who is the University of Texas head football coach. And I said, "Coach, what are you doing here?" And he said, "I'm looking for football players."
Looking for
which is amazing.
Well, there's a lot of truth to that. I have a daughter who was recruited quite a bit, and she was recruited for rowing based off of her swimming scores, ability, and her grade point. So you just never know who's watching. And we now are watching the boys 4x8, which is off and running around that second curve.
Guys, that girls 4x8 got me so excited. This is almost, how can they top that? But I'm telling you, we're going to see a great field today, and you're going to see some great 800 runners out there and some kids who are going to push that 205, 204 mark.
Yeah, great point by you, Danny. I think everybody here in attendance was electrified by that finish. Ladies got us off to a great start.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's all relative, but these kids in the Division III meet right now are the elite of the Division III. Not that they're the best runners in the state of Ohio, but in Division III, these kids are elite.
And it looks like, I think, is that possibly Cedarville in first? I am not sure.
Yeah, Bluffton in second. I was able to catch that.
About a 1 minute split for that first lap there. So we're looking, if they keep that up, our leader could be at or below 2 minutes.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I said 204, and I'm looking at a 2 flat or even less. And the young man out in front, he's got incredible strides right now. And you see that running stroke that he's got, and it's really, really efficient.
Now, we talked earlier about how the 800 is not a sprint, but if you look at the strides and the kick going on with those runners at the moment, I would say they are definitely in sprinting mode.
Is that Mogador or is that Tenora in the lead? I can't make out the jersey here. Let's take a look. Well, we've got a new leader.
We've got a new leader here.
Yeah, Cedarville is in second place. Tough to pick up.
Tenora third, Bluffton fourth, so I'm thinking that would be Mogador in first place.
Look at those splits.
In the back of the pack, some combinations running into each other on the exchanges.
Actually, I'm wondering if that's Ashland Crestview as well.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jennifer. And did you guys check the times out? 75% of the field went under 2 minutes. Unbelievable.
That is a fast opening takeoff.
Wow.
For those of you at home, anytime you can see an 800 runner go under 2 minutes, you know you are watching a very fast, very strong runner.
Starting to see him stretch out a little bit. We got our top 3 runners coming in first lap of the second leg.
It is now Cedarville in the lead.
I think that just switched on us again, though.
Just changed on us.
Yep, sure did.
and the crowd is on their feet as they are cheering as the runners come by.
1, 2, and 3 is separated, but you look at the rest of the pack, and 3 through 10 is an absolute logjam for those guys trying to position themselves to get in pace for that last handoff. Such a terrific day as far as weather goes for, and I know we keep saying it's not a sprint, but for a distance race like the 4x8, great weather, low humidity and a nice breeze blowing. The only problem, the breeze is on the backside, so it's a little tough on that last curve, but they sure are making up for it in the home stretch.
Absolutely. The temperature really is pretty ideal.
It absolutely.
Compared to what has been in past state track meets.
Crestview still out in front as they make the exchange. Boy, you can feel the intensity mounting after that last handoff.
Every handoff is so crucial. And those guys, when they hand that baton off, they've got to make sure that they do not impede the runners. They'll be called for that if they go into an opposite lane or if they impede any type of running maneuver in that race. They could be called for obstruction.
And we saw that on the handoff exchange before in the back of the pack. Runners running into each other. Looks like it's now a two-team race.
I see Cedarville's in third right now, and they're coming up, but they're like I said, they're in the third position. Now it's 1, 2, and 3 is really logjam on that first curve.
They are on top of each other.
Absolutely, and you're going to see a lot of sprinting here. And here goes Cedarville on the outside. He's taking a chance. He passed on the curve, but on the back stride, he's coming up, and he's going to take the lead.
Yeah, he wanted that straightaway ready to go, and he is off and going.
Yeah, really good strategy by the young man because he kind of slingshotted off those two, and now he's in the backstretch, and he's starting to pull away.
That's Ethan Wallace, the senior, who's got them in first place. Will he have enough left to maintain it?
Yeah, I had the privilege of watching Cedarville last weekend in the Troy Regionals, and they are a very strong team. And their anchor runner does a fantastic job, and you're going to get an opportunity to see him. And he's going to get an opportunity to bring a state title home to Cedarville.
Just take a look at the look on his face. He is not slowing down at all. There is strength and there is focus as he is getting ready to hand that off.
So here we go, because you're about to see the best of the 4x800 runners right here.
That's Caleb Sultan, the sophomore for Cedarville. And he's going to try and hold off Ross Kuhn, the senior from Crestview.
Don't look now, but on the outside, here comes, not real sure who that is, but he's making a play to take the lead on the last curve. He kind of slowed down there. You can tell he didn't want to pass on the curve, which is really good strategy for that young man. But now we do have someone passing on the curve, which
sure do.
He did a great job. He looks very strong.
Just like that we saw in the girls' race, we're seeing changes. We've had our leaders, but we've got a solid anchor here coming in, bringing a team into that first spot that we did not see there before.
Absolutely. So it's a 4-team battle right now for the state title as they go around the first curve on the last backside. The boys 4x800 meter run.
It's Ross Kuhn, the senior for Crestview, trying to get back into first place, giving everything he has.
And now all you're thinking right now is all those nights in the weight room, all those practices, all that sweating is all coming down to this moment.
And he's now done it, back in first place. Did he spend too much energy?
You're going to find out, because here they come down the home stretch.
You got anything left? Spend it now.
You can see the fans that are on their feet as this race is coming down to the final yards.
Unbelievable. What a race for the state title.
What a run by Ross Kuhn.
Wow. Incredible. Dalton. Incredible.
So we'll give you the results as soon as we see them come here on the leaderboard.
The senior who got down by 2 runners on the back stretch just emptied the tank to get the win. Unbelievable effort.
Canton Central Catholic, guys, runs under 8 minutes at 7:58.39. Unbelievable effort by those young men.
7:58.90 is your second place with Ashland Crestview.
Anytime you go under 8 minutes in that race, that's just an unbelievable. That's 2 minutes a runner, guys. That's just amazing. When you think about what the 800 consists of, and each kid's running a 2 minute, I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited.
That is pretty phenomenal. And we had 2 teams.
Yes, we did.
2 teams that did that very thing.
Guys, who needs the Tokyo Olympics? We've got the Ohio State Track and Field Championships.